Hey guys, I have a video that I wanted to do specifically on self-limiting beliefs. So I know I mentioned that in my beginning videos with like day 1 and day 3 and in the title about self-limiting beliefs. So I just wanted to define that a bit. I basically realized recently that I had told myself that I couldn't play piano, that my hands just couldn't do it. And I didn't completely realize I had this self-limiting belief that I picked up from one person way back in high school when I tried to learn. So I've always had kind of an obsession with classical music, and I always thought it would be so great to be able to play it for myself. Well, I took steps. I went to a teacher. Basically, it was the mother of somebody I was dating at the time. And I thought, okay, well, this is somebody I know. This will be great. And have you ever had somebody teach you something and their like normal expression is like this? No matter what you do, just like this? Well, it's discouraging. So this is before I properly learned to type on a computer, which I did many years ago. But in any case, I was a touch typist, which is like do 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 and looking at the keyboard, and it's limiting actually. So I learned to type properly in order to increase my speed. So that's kind of relevant as well as the artwork here, which I will get to. So I learned to type, doing it the proper way. I dropped down from my touch type speed of about 35 words per minute to 40 words per minute, down to 11. 11! It's terrible! I couldn't even believe it. But my point with that is, I kept at it, I kept a positive attitude, and I just played typing games, like rapid tutor, rapid typing, something like that. It saved my life. It was fun. It gave me little drills and exercises, and I just banged away on the keyboard, and over time I built up muscle memory and dexterity, and my speed increased, and everything came up aces. So my point is, I didn't have dexterity at the time I tried to do lessons. So when you have to splay your hands like this to like hit some keys, it hurt. There was a lot of tension. It was very uncomfortable. So I mentioned this to my teacher. She's trying to instruct me, and I got this. Just nothing. No empathy, no, oh yeah, that happens sometimes, you know, you'll get used to it. Just stone cold nothing. And I came out of those lessons with my stomach twisting and feeling frustrated and just deflated. And I ended up picking up a self-limiting belief that my hands just couldn't play piano. So I still had a draw. When people said they played piano or were trying to learn, I would still get very excited. And I realized recently I was holding on to this story that I was telling myself that my hands cannot play piano. And I was like, well, wait a second. It's kind of like learning to type, because you have muscle memory where you, like for words when you're typing, you think of the word or you see the word and your hands twitch in response. It's automatic. You're not actually thinking like the letters like T-H-E, not when you put more time in and get faster. At that point, it's a different part of your brain kind of taking over. You're not thinking it anymore, you're just doing it by impulse. And in sports, it's the same way. So, oh great, my cat. I fed them to keep them busy. Hey Moose. Watch out, you're gonna be on film. Okay, so typing is the same way. And I figured, well, if I was really bad, like painfully bad at typing initially, and now I'm like 60 words per minute, no sweat, and I can type and talk at the same time like this, and it's no big deal. I was like, why can't piano be the same way? it's muscle memory, it's practice, it's building up the muscles in your hand, all three. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get a digital piano and I'm gonna work on it, and I'm gonna prove to myself that that belief I picked up is total bleep. It's just, it serves no purpose. And that's the other thing is, for instance, I'm struggling with the left hand a little bit, but I'm not letting myself say, oh, you can't play piano, blah, 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 blah. You have to just tell that part to shut up because it's irrelevant. Like, you're not going to be awesome at things when you're learning. That's the point of learning. You build up dexterity, you build up ability, you're learning. So yeah, positive attitude is the other part of that, where you just want to have an awareness when you're picking up these beliefs that aren't true. Because most people can learn most things. It's a matter of doing it. It's a matter of practice. Not everybody has a natural skill with something, but that's okay. And not everybody's going to reach the same level as everybody else, but that's okay. So my very tiny goal was, I want to play Moonlight Sonata and some other things. This is achievable. I might not go on to play concert music, but that might not be relevant to me. So I'm just saying that you need to have patience, and also watch when you get that negative voice like coming in your head and just taking a poop on your head, and there's no point. Like, oh, you'll never be good, you can never do this, or look how much you struggle at this, and you just tell it to shut up. Shut up, because you're busy. And just through repetition and through being relaxed and calm about it, being like, oh, okay, I didn't get this today, but I'll get this in another lesson. I just got to practice a little more. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. And likewise, go to the art part here. I posted a lot of drawings from school and artwork from school because I have a self-limiting belief that I'm not an artist, that I can't call myself an artist, that I haven't done enough, that I haven't done enough original things. Yet, I can prove to myself, these drawings were done from life. This wasn't reproducing master's paintings in order to, learn some skills and techniques. This I did on the fly one night, and you can't see it, but the whole thing's a portrait. This was a reproduction, as was this, and you can sort of see this. These were original. Therefore, I've created original art. Therefore, I should be able to call myself an artist, and yet it's hard. So putting everything up on my walls, this is my way to combat that, self-limiting belief that I don't even know why it's there, but it's there. So I'm just recognizing it. And also it keeps me thinking about art and working on art. So that's just my example. It works for many different things. But yeah, catch those self-limiting beliefs, tag them, bag them, toss them out the window. You can do what you want to do. And the biggest thing is that you have a good attitude and you believe that almost anything is possible, because as human beings, we're limited by the things we believe aren't possible. Like, they're setting new running records every day, and that's just, oh, it's possible, and then the next year or two you see like a bunch of people breaking that same record that was held for like 20 years. Climbing mountains. Nobody had climbed Everest forever, and then people came along and started doing it. After that first team climbed the mountain, more teams came and more teams came, and they were successful. So we really do get limited by the things we believe are possible or not possible. So I guess I'm just saying, like, turn down that belief system, expand your mind, and Try and open it up and not limit yourself by can't do this, can't do this. Tell yourself, will do this, not you're there yet, but you know, I can do this and I will do this, instead of saying can't, because can't shouldn't be in the vocabulary. It's just a negative way of perceiving it, and it's right in line with those, you know, negative self-limiting beliefs. So don't tell yourself what you can't do, tell yourself what you want to do and what you will do.